All right, guys. So in this video, I'll be reacting to Best of Compilation, Modern Women, Delusional Women, Best of Compilation #1.
Men, you listen. Men are supposed to wait. Men, listen. Men are supposed to traditionally. You lot are supposed to worship the ground we walk on.
Okay, wait, hold on.
This is why can I finish?
Should we be traditional?
Okay. We're off to an interesting start.
This is a problem with society. Traditionally, you are meant to worship the ground we walk on. You understand? We're meant to be here. You're meant to be there. That's why it's different.
Wow, ma'am. Wow. Look at them. They look like they don't believe anything she's saying. They just agreeing. It's just a sisterhood in them. They have to agree. Look at her. We supposed to worship something that has all the goodies on display for the world to see. All right.
That's why it's different. If God has blessed you with your queen, you better just grab her. Guys.
Oh gosh.
I mean,
yeah.
Magnificence. You know, perfection. I'm a queen, darling. Do you understand? I'm a woman.
Let's keep it a bean. She looks great, but she is mad delusional. She sounds like a complete headache. We'll pass. We'll pass, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Superior gender. Do you understand?
Jesus.
I understand a woman bring life. Y'all don't.
How do you get that life?
Go in the hospital and get a sperm donor. You don't need a man.
You still need a man.
You need a physical woman to bear a child for you.
And y'all need a physical sperm.
Yeah, I hate this conversation. I've watched many different podcasts where one gender tries to tell another gender that they don't need the other gender to survive when we both clearly need each other to survive, right? Men need women to procreate, to have more kids, all that good stuff, yada, 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 and vice versa. Now, if you were talking about, let's just say if we split a team, men versus women, we're on 2 different islands, and they had to fend for themselves, fight off animals and nature. Let's keep it a bean. Men would win that battle each and every time. Women aren't built for that. But for humanity to continue, we both need one another.
Where's it come from? From a man. If a physical man didn't go to that hospital, it would not be there.
You guys don't carry kids for 9 months. We do.
I carried them my whole life. What the hell?
That's hilarious. It's a very cheeky argument. Women make the argument, we carry kids, so men need women. Men say something cheeky like he just said. We've been carrying millions of sperm cells in our sac for an entire lifetime, basically. So that's hilarious, which is true, but hilarious.
Y'all can't have a baby without sperm.
Women like you always try to eliminate men, and that's where the issue is. You just said you don't need a man.
You don't. We want you. There's a difference. Need
What?
Is a different thing. I don't need a man.
You don't want him.
You want the potion.
You want the potion that lives inside of his testicles.
So you need him.
Nothing
You
wrong
need
with the
men.
provocative photos that they post on social media. I did an experiment to find out what men really think of Jessica's and Tiffany's photo.
I wouldn't say skanky, but
her face is really cute, but I can't tell if the rest of it's real.
What's the first word that comes to mind?
stripper. Definitely promiscuous.
Would you ever date a girl like this?
No, I wouldn't date her, but I would have some fun with her.
Have some fun with her, yeah.
I wouldn't bring her home to my mother.
I would not date the image that she's putting in.
Now, if she was my woman and these were like just my pictures for me to see, oh, that'd be great. That'd be fine.
What would you tell her?
That
Fair point.
And you don't need to do extra.
Sends off the wrong message. Girls are always complaining about guys hitting on them, wanting to just sleep with them. Hit it, quit it, call it a day, you know.
Yeah, it's quite upsetting, man, that women still can't grasp this. I wouldn't say all women. It seems to be confined to the women on the internet. Women that I ran to in real life, they don't have this behavior that you see on TikTok and Instagram and different social media platforms. I've never met women that are this delusional. I met women who don't understand men's gripes. But I haven't met women who are this delusional. I don't know.
I think like even watching a man spend his money, like recently I was at the
I
strip
remember
club and
this
watching
chick.
a man spend his money even on other women turns me on. You know what I mean? It's just like, it makes me feel like, wow, like you're a boss.
I think you need therapy. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just
she
serious.
needs
Like,
therapy
you
for
have
real.
Why do I need therapy for getting what I want just for living?
Okay. If you're a woman who could get turned on by a guy for other reasons, and then you also get turned on by a guy spending money on you, I guess I could understand. But when you say you only get turned on by a guy who's throwing money at you, I mean...
that's like the first thing. And then, you know, then I'm curious now. Who, like, oh, okay, you're hot. Big dick energy. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You guys ever look at the woman's eyes? Every once in a while when I'm watching these podcasts, when it comes to these like dating type podcasts, I don't even notice, but when I look in these women's eyes, man, it seems like something's not there. I don't know, man. I be feeling bad for most of these women. I'm not gonna lie. Even though they come off very like strong and delusional and etc., I still feel bad for a lot of them, man. It seems like a lot of these women got some type of trauma. And I don't like to use that word a lot, but it really does seem like some of these women are just so far gone. They have been lied to. They have been wrongfully done, and that's no excuse for their poor behavior, because one can make the same argument about men, you know? I feel like the world needs a little bit more compassion for one another, and we need to come to a middle ground and in order to progress as far as like marriage and bringing traditional roles back. Let's continue.
Can somebody explain to me exactly what black women did to make damn near every race, even...
What does it say? Can someone explain why other races and our own black men hate black women? Its response? Oh, I don't think nobody hate black women. I feel like there's a false narrative. I think we are displeased with certain black women, but then one can make that same assessment to any other race of women or any other race of men. We can sit here and nitpick about the things we hate about different people, but we can also nitpick about the things we like. Like if I would have to say the things I hate about black women or a certain type of black woman is the black women who have the mindset of, which is none of my business, of their dating preference. They like to date scammers, drug dealers, and these bad boys, right? But I grew up around scammers, drug dealers, just all around bad folks. And these women who say that, obviously they haven't been around those type of guys, because I've seen some dark days, man. I never indulged in any of that stuff, but I was raised around that stuff. So I don't think these women, I don't know what kind of lie they've been fed, what kind of sick fantasy they have, but it just, I kind of cringe when I hear those women say, I want a scammer, I want a drug dealer, I want a guy who don't work a 9 to 5. Good luck with that. You might end up messing with those guys. You're definitely going to end up in a life of darkness. I want to just keep it somewhat clean here, all right?
A lot of our own black men hate us.
Sure can. Took advantage of government assistance. Kicked us out of the house. Joined the feminist train and demonized your men. Allowed billions of dollars every year to exit our community on fake aesthetics of beauty. Praised and joined homosexual men while demonizing heterosexual men that assert themselves. Took our children away from us and used them as bargaining chips to further financially disenfranchise us. Used sex as a weapon in our intimate relationships to get what you want. Became the only women in the world to tell the world that they don't need their men. Perpetuated the trope that black women are the backbone of black communities, which directly implies that black men have no spine and are useless. Continually pushing the narrative that black women are the winners of the oppression Olympics while not having any metric of which they are treated worse than black men. Allowed their weight to slip such that sexual attraction is diminished. Hot girl summer. Engaged heavily in prostitution, legal sex work, OnlyFans, etc., and then demanded that your men protect and respect you. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I can make a part 2.
The Drake. All right, so I guess I agree with homeboy, man. I mean, he wasn't wrong. I can see how that's a reality for some of us, you know. That's true. I think a lot of black women have been following the same steps of maybe their moms and other women they see in their environment, maybe things that they picked up. So they decide to use those same little, I guess, tropes in order to gain some sort of leverage, whether that be over their man or over just in society, period. And it does look bad if you're looking at it from a bird's eye view. You see black women behaving like that towards their own man. The optics looks terrible. But one can also make that same argument to women of other races. Maybe it's not as frequent. I'm pretty sure fair-skinned women operate the same way. You see these white men get put through the ringer by their wives, right? I mean, we all have our issues with one another, I can see. But I guess in that case, he's talking about black women. I can see how that's a reality. And I'll be lying if I say I haven't seen that personally. Well, not me personally, but people I've known go through that. Let's continue.
As somebody who's dating a woman with kids, you have to constantly be her first priority while she's able to have her kids be her first priority. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, now, if I had kids, now I can understand where Jew is coming from. I would feel like maybe I would want to date somebody that already has kids because they already understand my situation, like Jew would say. But me, I work too hard for my finances, my resources to help somebody else build up their legacy with their child. A lot of women I find online will, like, criticize men for having that preference. I don't feel like, men should be criticized for having a preference the same way women have preferences. You know, whether you got to be 6 feet, you got to make 100,000 with a six-pack. Like, you got to have a band.
I agree.
Show me your tax returns. Show me your bank statements. Show me your face. Show me your profile.
I remember this girl.
Your side profile. Show me your body, top to bottom. Do a 360. Those are the requirements for you to come for me. Those are the requirements for you to come for me. Okay, I'm not. You think I'm joking? It's the actual truth. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay.
Oh wow. All right, mama. Y'all dolled up or whatnot. You look like a absolute doll, you know. But I sometimes I don't even take this stuff seriously, man. I feel like everybody is just being a caricature online. People are exaggerating who they really are online, whether that be them pretending to have more finances than they actually have, or them doing what she just did. Maybe have over-exaggerated her standards. Or maybe it's gotten to the point where people were being characters at first, and we're so far down this, like, delusion to where people actually convince themselves that they have these standards. Yeah, she's a handful. Good luck to whoever gets with her.
You fast tracking everything. If you're not hiring me for a job, why am I answering to you what I bring to the table? Either you're gonna take your time, either you're gonna take your time to get to know me.
If you're not hiring me for the job, that's not how it works. A job won't even hire you if you don't have the appropriate resume, unless you want to settle for a McDonald's job. And I assume she would not want a McDonald's job. Jobs like McDonald's tend to have lower barriers of entry, lower standards of entry. If I would have to compare a person's worth or people to jobs, McDonald's is a average person, maybe lower class, doesn't earn a lot, maybe under 6 feet. It's not a woman's ideal partner, right? But I'm assuming women like her don't want a average, regular schmegular guy. They want a high-end, high-earner, high-in-height type of guy. That guy is operating a Fortune 500 company. That guy is going to need you to bring something to the table. You're going to have to meet the standard. That resume is going to have to be polished, sister. I don't know what you're talking about.
And figure out what it is that I bring. It's the audacity of asking the question that's a problem.
Anybody that can't answer this question, male or female, confidently, doesn't have any true value to bring to the table. I ain't going to hold you.
Facts. Yeah, it was pure delusion. It's crazy.
Because always come to the table expecting.
Are you going on a second date?
If I pay for myself.
Are you going on a second date with him?
No, probably not.
Based on if he pays for the date or not, that determines whether he's getting a second date. You could have lost a genuine connection based on how you feel about first dates.
That's not what I want. Yeah, oh well. I lost it.
Oh, God, bro.
If he wants a sandwich, you make daddy a sandwich.
Hey, I remember that interview, man. That was a GOAT moment by Anthony Mackie. That man came a long way from 8 Mile. So, yeah, we're going to watch that, man. I wonder if they play that.
No. Let me ask you this.
Look at that.
Okay, let me ask you this. If me and you out, and somebody say something slick to you,
You punch him in the face.
you want me to smack him in his mouth, right?
That's right.
So if I take you on a date, and I say, look, baby, we gonna go Dutch.
No.
Exactly. If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
You better believe it.
Yeah, no, I am with you.
So you make daddy a sandwich.
I think.
Yes, sir. That's the least you can do, mama. Can somebody explain to me, where did this sort of vibrato come from women? Why do women want to be exalted without the reciprocation? It's odd, man. Ladies, if you are here, if you are in the chat, I don't know if I'm doing a premiere or just going to post this bad baby, but take no offense to anything I'm saying. I have no interest in putting you guys down. I haven't had the same gripes with women as most of the guys online. All the women I dated tend to be pretty solid, man. Pretty good gals. Although, we had to part ways for irreconcilable differences. But, ladies, take no offense. But why are you guys so, you guys are stubborn, man. You guys are stubborn and you come off very delusional. Just the way you think. I'm trying to understand you guys more. At least the women I see online. I don't know if this is all an act or do you guys really think like this? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to end the video right there. Didn't want this video to be too long, but if you guys want to continue watching the rest of the compilation, click on this part of the video to get that second half. So I am signing out here, folks. I'm your host, I'm your captain, I'm your chauffeur, the hero you need, the hero you don't deserve. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I am out. Peace.